Hi, my name is Penny. This is our fourth video on the week 1 topics. This topic is about the steps for investing. Step 1 is making sure that everything is in place before you begin investing. Before you start investing, you need to make sure that you've got everything that you need for life covered. So you need to have a budget, making sure that you can pay all your bills on time and save the money that you need. An emergency buffer is very important. This is recommended to be 3 to 6 months of expenses just in case something untoward should happen. What we've seen happen last year with COVID was an excellent example where many people were unexpectedly losing their jobs. So this is where an emergency buffer is very important. All kinds of things happen in life, and it's important that we have some money set aside for those emergencies. Insurances are another area that need to be in place before investing. So making sure there's life insurance, total permanent disability, income protection, and trauma insurance. So once a person has all these things sorted, budget, emergency buffer of savings and insurances, then they're ready to start considering investing. Step 2 is deciding on the investment goals. Does the person wish to accumulate funds for retirement through their superannuation? Or another way, do they want to improve their income? In which case they would pick something like high yielding equities, granny flat, build a granny flat, or term deposit. That doesn't give a lot at the moment, but other times they do. Perhaps the goal is to save for a major expenditure in the future. Do they wish to buy a house in the future and need a house deposit? Do they want to pay for education? Or perhaps they want to save for something else. So for this, you could use a first home super saver scheme, investment bonds, high interest bank accounts, and term deposits. Or perhaps the person wishes to protect their income from taxes. So they're looking at salary sacrificing into super, they're looking at investment bonds, they're looking at the capital gains tax discount, deferring the sale so that they make sure that they get their capital gains discount. They could split sales over different financial years, or perhaps the lower income spouse could own those assets. That's step 2, working out what the goals are that you want from the investment. Step 3, adopting an investment plan. So this is a document describing how the funds are going to be invested. So what are the target dates for achieving the goals that you want? What is the risk that is tolerable? What risk does the person feel comfortable with? So this we would see with the risk profile. Step 4 is evaluating all the different options that there are for investment. Reduce the field down. And we do that on the basis of what the risk and return is. Step 5 is conducting some more research into reducing that list down even further and choosing the actual investments that you want to invest in. Step 6 is actually constructing the portfolio. So we want a diversified portfolio, so made up of a mixture of investments to help us reduce the risk and increase the returns. We then need to manage the portfolio by actively checking it at least once a year, looking what were the actual returns that our investments produced compared to what we were expecting. Go back over it, look at our original documents that we wrote back in the earlier steps and have a look. Then if the investments did not perform as expected, you need to take some action and correct them. So perhaps you need to sell some of your shares that were performing badly, for example, and that would be how you would manage it. So it's important to keep going each year, at least each year, checking over your investments. Okay. So those are our steps to investing.